I'm delighted that you're willing to engage in this and be our advisor, as it were, for it in a voluntary capacity, which is a huge gift to us, but also
Yes.
encouraging others to take their part in building that network. So what are your hopes for it as you look forward?
My hopes for it are, I think, maybe three. The first is that we can find, in the first place, half a dozen people across the diocese who have the maturity, the wisdom, the faith to be able to accompany parishes in this peace building process. So we're not looking to create a sort of cadre of expert mediators. It's much more people who will have a much more gentle approach along the lines that I suggested. How can we build peace in this situation? And so my first hope is that we'll find those 6 people. I would be amazed if we can't, because I've met so many people around the diocese who I think, you know, have the gifts for this. The second thing is I hope that we might be able to develop a really distinctive way of working, because I think one of the difficulties with sort of conflict resolution stuff, if I can call it that, is it's become a bit kind of professionalized, that you somehow need experts and mediators, and you know, it's very skillful. I don't actually buy into that. Of course, there are some moments when you have to do something very careful to get things right, but I think we can develop a biblical and loving and Christian approach to supporting parishes and individuals, clergy, readers, church wardens, lay people, whatever. So I think, and one of the ways I want to do that is there's a wonderful short book by one of my great heroes, John Paul Lederach. It's up here, which is just called "Reconcile: A Guide to Conflict Transformation for Ordinary Christians." I love that ordinary Christians bit. So we're going to study that book together, and there's no sort of magic formula in this book. It just basically says, read your Bible carefully, and it's all there. And so we'll have a period of study, and then we will spend some time working out what we actually do, and then be able to offer that to parishes. And then I think the third ambition for this would be that it's seen as a positive resource to help build the kingdom, that isn't seen as a sort of crisis intervention and service. It's not about, it's, as I've said several times, it's not problem focused, it's growth focused. So I really hope that there'll be an outbreak of peace in the best sense of the word, which flows out from the church into the communities of the diocese. So that's fairly ambitious, I have to say. But those 3 points is really how I see it, I think.